Hey guys, welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney, and today you're joining me for my Kindle review. I have the 12th Gen Kindle that I just got and wanted to give that review to you guys. Before I dig into all of that, I have to acknowledge that we are at 1,000+ subscribers. I am so excited. Not only for the number, but also just the community that we've grown, the excitement everybody's had about the channel, and just, the support. I really, really appreciate it. So if you are a new subscriber, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining our small community. I do bookish videos, everything from hauls, unhauls, Kindle videos, and other tech. I say thank you to those that have recently subscribed. Appreciate you. Those that have been subscribed along for the ride, welcome back. We are going to kind of talk about the new 12th Gen Kindle and then kind of compare the 12th with the 11th. So I posted my Kindle unboxing last week. This is the 12th generation that I picked up. Amazon dropped 4 new Kindles just out of the blue. They dropped the basic Kindle, a new Paperwhite, a new Scribe, and their first color Kindle. The color Kindle is on its way. It should be here next week around this time. So looking forward to share that with you guys as well. But let's just get into what we've got. So I'm not a tech reviewer, although I do love tech. I have some notes, and then I'm just gonna talk about my real life experience. So before we do that, if you didn't see my unboxing, I'll link it in the cards. Also, I posted a short of my beginning of decorating, but here is my final product, Kindle. It is so cute to me. So this is the Kindle 12th generation in raspberry. Pink's my favorite color, if you didn't know. And so I was so excited to see a pinkish color come out. I opted for pink themed bookish stickers. That's what I literally searched in Amazon and put these on. And then I always do a pop socket. This is like my case for my 11th Gen Kindle. Your 11th Gen cases will not fit the 12th Gen because it's bigger. But I always just stick the pop socket on. Nothing wrong with that, because if you decide you don't want to have it on, you don't have to. But this time I decided to go and, come with the times. And I did a magnetic back on my Kindle. Let's see if I can get it off. My goodness. Okay, so that's a good strong magnet. So you get a magnetic ring, and then you get a magnetic pop socket, and then obviously it just magnetizes, and it's a very strong magnet, but then I can take it off and on. I didn't want to do a case with this one. I've just been using my sleeve as I take it around, so I really loved that. And my pop socket says emotional support Kindle right there, and I love it. So let's talk about my Kindles. I probably will need to do a new updated video, but I have quite a few Kindles, but I do have the most recent 11th generation Kindle Paperwhite. I do not have the signature editions. I just have the regular. I have the sage green color. This is the design on this one. As you can tell, pink is still the vibe. But when you put them side by side, they look pretty much similar, but they are different. So let me just read some specs. Okay, so looking at the display, the 11th Gen has a 6.8-inch screen, and it is glare resistant. And it has 300 ppi, adjustable warm light, and slim bezels. And then the 12th Gen has the same core display elements. However, it is a little bit bigger. It's 7 inches now across, so 6.8 to 7. It doesn't sound like that much, but you can tell a difference as you're reading across the screen. It just feels wider. And then it is water resistant, and they are made from eco-conscious materials. Okay, so one of the questions I've been getting in my comments is one about the crispness and color of the screens, and then about the speed. So let's talk about speed first. In my opinion, the 12th Gen is a bit faster than the 11th generation. It's really hard to tell if you haven't had a 12th Gen. So somebody had asked, I just bought the 11th Gen at Prime Days or 6 months ago. I do not think you need to upgrade. Let's be clear, we are in a world of overconsumerism, and I gladly participate. However, you don't have to. The 11th gen is perfectly fine. Nothing is wrong with it. And it's speedy enough. But if you get the 12 or you see the 12th gen, then you'll see some differences in the speed and just the way it wakes up. And I'll show you that in a minute. However, they're both very good. You'll also see on the 12th generation, the lettering on the screen is a little bit crisper. And by crisper, I mean you have very clear endings to your letters versus like any smudgy look. I also noticed that on the 12th, there's less ghosting on the page. So ghosting is when you turn the page and you see a hint of what was on the previous page still lingering. There's less of that. And the 12th gen is just slightly brighter than the 11th gen. Let's see, both, as we know, part of the appeal of Kindles is the battery life. Both still have amazing battery life. I didn't notice any issues with my 11th gen. I usually charge maybe once a week, but I'm on it pretty consistently. And since picking this up last week, let's see, it came on Friday, and then I charged it that first night, Friday night. I charged it, I used it every day. And I charged it yesterday. It was at 69%. So didn't need a charge, but I chose to charge it. And so I don't find that battery life to be really a lot different than the 11th gen. So, I mean, that's the whole point of Kindles, is to have that long lasting battery life. I'm curious to see what the ColorSoft battery life will be like, because obviously with the e-ink, we're outputting less on the screen. So the battery life is longer. So we'll see how that works. On both of my Kindles, I chose not to have ads. I like to see the book on the cover, and actually I was spoiled by Kobo because I never even thought about removing the ads. It didn't bother me, although I was getting ads for books that were kind of inappropriate as I was like sitting around, and I have kids, they were younger. And so when the Kobo came, my very first Kobo, and it just automatically went to the book, I was sold. So I did buy this without ads. It's $20 extra if you do that. I also have heard people who can swindle the customer service people to give them to the ads removal for free. I've never tried that, but go for it if you want to do that. Okay, so let me just put these down in front of me and let me try to do some filming of what I'm noticing on the screens. Okay, so as I said, I'm not a tech channel, but I do enjoy tech and of course Kindle, so I don't have a professional overhead setup. I'm just showing you with my regular camera. So on the left is the 12th gen, on the right is the 11th gen. I'm just going to turn them both on just so you can see how quickly they turn on. So although I did turn the 12th on first, you can see there's a little bit more of a lag on the 11. So let's make sure they have the same brightness on. This one looks brighter. Oh yeah, okay. So let's put them both at 10. Okay, so here are the screens at 10. There's a little bit of a shadow just because of the time of day it is, but you can see that the 12th is just slightly brighter, right, than the 11. Let's go and turn this all the way up. And oh my goodness, this goes to, if you have it on 24, bless your heart, because like literally I need my sunglasses. Okay, so they're both set at their highest setting. And again, if you do that, it is going to drain your battery a bit more, but you can see they're still both very good. I see the 12th gen being slightly brighter, like very minuscule, not a lot, just slightly brighter. And yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna show you guys, I guess I'll keep the screen bright so you can see everything, but I want to show you guys what I'm talking about with the letters. So let's put the font at, let's say 7. I usually read at a 10 or 9, honestly. So let's go to a 7. Okay, so what people have been asking about is like, are the words crisper on the screen? And you can see very clearly they are a lot more crisp on the 12, which is on the left here. So on the right, here's the 11, still solid, like there's nothing wrong with it, but you can see they almost, it's almost like they're in a tighter configuration, or like the font is bolded almost, like they're smushed together. It's hard to describe it, but you can see it on the screen. And then on the 12th gen, you're looking at the words, same size font, they just are more crisp, right? On the screen, they're not sort of bleeding together. And then of course, I think that is part of just those 0.2 inches improvement on the screen size that has helped as well. Okay, so let's look at a little bit of the speed. So we're going to go back to the library. And you can see just very slightly, right? Like again, if you don't have a 12th gen, you will not notice the speed. But because they're side by side, you can kind of see it. So let's go to the store, and it pops right there. Let's go to the store. And you see there's just a little tiny bit of a lag. Let's see, let's scroll up. And you can see that there is just that little drag. Everything is really immediate on the 12th. On the 11th, you're waiting just a little bit for a delay. Okay, let's go to Kindle Unlimited. Nope, I almost thought I didn't touch it. So that one took a good minute to pop on, and we're still waiting. What's interesting to me is that you never notice the speed of the Kindles again until you have another Kindle next to it. So when I had the Paperwhite, and then I got the Scribe, where I had the Oasis felt faster than the Paperwhite, and then when I got the Scribe, it was like so much lag on the Oasis. So it's just, again, you really don't know unless they're side by side. But as we see, like getting that to load was quite a bit of a challenge. So yeah, so those are the main things that I'm seeing right now. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same, right? It's a Kindle. You're gonna get your Kindle store, your home screen, your library. I have a Kindle Paperwhite video. If you are interested, you are more than welcome to check that out. I have a whole playlist about my Kindles. I'll link that as well. I'm gonna go to the home screen. And again, just the tiniest bit of lag. And I can't say it enough. If you don't have a 12th gen, you're not gonna notice it. But those are kind of the biggest side-by-side comparisons that I can see. Be sure to comment down below if you see the same thing I'm seeing. Again, I'm not a tech channel, so nothing about this is rigged or, planned. It's not a scheme to get you to get a different Kindle. It literally is just my Kindles side by side. Okay, so let me wrap up with the glow of the Kindle sitting here. The 12th gen obviously is the brand new kid on the block. If you are interested in having the hottest new tech and you are an avid e-reader and you haven't upgraded in a while, or you just like to have new tech, I say go for it. It's $159 currently. I imagine they'll have a sale for Black Friday or somewhere around the holidays. And then if you wanted to wait even longer, they always have their summer Prime Day. But I think for those of us who just love to have the e-readers and love to have the most recent one, totally worth the buy. For those on the 11th gen, if you casually Kindle or you just got the 11th gen, there is no need to race to the 12th gen. They're literally the same. Again, you have a minor kick in speed, minor kick in the screen brightness and resolution, but nothing that is going to like change your reading experience. For me, I had made the conscious decision to read more on my e-readers because I have so many, and I fell off the wagon. I've gotten book hauls. I think you can still buy some physical books, but now that I have a couple Kindles coming in along with the ones that I have, I'm really dedicated to reading just on my e-reader. So that's why I chose to upgrade. And then because the 12th gen has just come out, you'll probably be seeing some deals on the 11th gen, maybe getting a refurbished one because lots of people were trading in their devices to get the 12th gen. So you have that. And yeah, so that's my initial thoughts on comparing them. As far as my review in general on the Kindle, the 12th gen, I've loved it. Like I said, the battery life has been great. The screen feels more crisp. It feels like a cleaner read. The screen is slightly wider, and that's really helped in my reading. And I love it. I love to read on the Kindle in general, and so I'm here for it. So comment down below if you picked up the 12th gen or you plan on picking it up in the future. Let me know what you think about the differences. Is it worth it? Is it not? Again, if you are choosing to upgrade or make this your first Kindle, I think you can't go wrong. It's a great choice and a great device to have. So as always, thank you so much for watching. We'd love to hear your comments below on what you think about the new 12th gen, what you're looking forward to, what you've noticed, and what you saw on the comparison. We will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share the channel, turn on post notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.